Hey there, everybody. This is Master Guide Mr. D coming to you with stage four of knot tying. And stage four, this is a step through the process of earning your honor for your knot tying badge. So let's go to stage four and let's see what I put in there for you, okay? I have I'm gonna go over to that screen, okay? And I'm trying something different today. I'm gonna try to make me a little bigger, okay? And before I do so, you notice that in here it says in laid rope, 3 bundles of fiber or twines are twisted in the same direction, placed close to each other to allow to twist together. In braided rope, a fiber of woven together, often around some other core material. That's the basic statement that this honor makes about these two ropes. And what I've done is I've expanded on. Let me see if I can move me up a little bit bigger so I can see me bigger. How's that, guys? Let's check this out, okay? The first one is laid rope. It says here, laid rope. And I think that we're doing here is this has to do with the care of it, and it has not cleared on the top to let me see the total thing, but I'm pretty sure this has to do with care of the ropes. So what is a laid rope? It repels water. It's able to withstand immense strain. I mean, it's a strong rope. Can be sliced with standard techniques. Spliced. So we're going to find out what splice is a little bit later. Laid rope is also known as twisted rope because it's made by twisting fibers together. For the majority of the world's history, this was the most prevalent type of rope for construction. Laid rope is made in three-part process. First, fiber are twisted into a yarn. Next, the yarns are twisted together to form a strand. And finally, these strands are twisted together to form rope. That means it's pretty strong, my friends and Pathfinders. I mean, this is a strong rope. To imagine to be twisted that many times? To keep a laid rope held together. All this twisting is done in opposite direction. The twist of the yarn is the opposite to that of the strand, and the twist of the strand is opposite to the rope. Laid rope comes in two kinds, 3 strands and 8 strands. Imagine 8 strands. I have to keep all that straight. Well, that's the first one it mentions here in this section. That's laid rope, a type of rope called laid. This other type of rope it talks about in here is braided rope. And braided rope works well with pulleys and rigs. It's spinning lariats and lassos, like I guess like lassos for horses stuff and decorative knots. So this is probably what you're going to find most of braided rope. Uh, it says down here, I think I got the start also off the net. I'm not sure. It wasn't a whole lot for this section and this part. I think this is something where you guys, the teachers, the leaders need to do a little bit of research, but I'm trying to throw what I can in here, and I may throw more in as I go along. As suggestion comes in, I will add to these pages to make them more and more helpful to other directors and other clubs. It says here to start this rope, you make a loop, which is about a length needed for the braid, pass the end through the loop, twist the loop to create the next hole for the end of to pass through. Repeat this as often as required to complete the braid. It's kind of different than I remember as a kid. I mean, and we haven't come to it probably that not yet because we're going from the beginning to end. A lot of these honors I do as I go through. And so I haven't done them yet, and I don't have time to do them and turn around. I have to do them as I do them. But I remember as a kid, you'd make a loop and you would pull it kind of through that loop. You just make a loop and just shove it through. And then you would pull and do another loop. And we would do a lot of our extension cords that way. Well, the demo that I have on here called the sample from Animated Knot, there's a link here. Let's see how this works. We're going to click on this link. Hopefully it doesn't take me out. Oh, it didn't. And what it does, it takes you to a web page. And you don't hear anything because I think the sound is turned off. But you can see it goes through showing you a sample of how they suggest going back and forth, back. And I'm sure there's others, as this site seems to have a whole bunch of different, locations. So let's see if we can step back, stay in our ballpark. And we did. And oh, look at this. Look at the yellow. That's kind of like what it looks like. See how it looks? It's woven back and forth like this on the right-hand side in more detail. Well, you know what? This is a pretty easy one to follow through. And that's stage 4. I hope you come back to stage 5 as I'm getting ready to do it, my friends. God bless you. See you there.